I call you to brief you on the current situation and the latest developments. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, of course, as you have been following from the beginning of March up to now, there are so many events that have been happening, and all these are a result of. This is in accordance with the intelligence report and security and intelligence reports that Dr. Riek Machar, the first Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan, and the Chairman of the SPLM-AIO, the Chairman and Commander-in-Chief of the SPLM-AIO, had all this time been in contact with his people, with his bases. And as a result of these contacts, a lot of things happened within the month of March. As you know very well, the first thing that started was when the White Army decided to assemble and attack the Nasir garrison. Before the attack, when they had besieged the garrison, we talked with the first Vice President and told him and requested him to direct his forces, which are the White Army, who later on turned out to be the NAS forces. These are IO forces. We requested him to direct his forces to withdraw from Nasir. This was on the 3rd. This was the meeting which was held on the 3rd in the office of the President. In that meeting, Dr. Riek, instead of directing his forces to withdraw, he directed them to attack Nasir garrison, and as a result, Nasir garrison was captured in the morning of the 4th of March. After the capture, Riek Machar also promised the UNMISS. He directed the late general, our martyr, General Major, he directed him to surrender to the IO forces. And the general refused, and thereafter, the UNMISS contacted him so that he can guarantee a safe passage for the UN helicopters to go and pick those who are there with the general. He promised them, but unfortunately, his promise did not have any impact, and he continued to make his promises. The helicopters went, and they could not pick those who were in the tanks, the general and his staff. They were shot at, so they came back. They went back to Malakal. The other day, he gave them another assurance, and with that assurance, the helicopters went and landed. And when the general was about to board the plane, they were all shot down, including a UN personnel who was in the helicopter. That was against his assurances that they will not be killed. So the general and his colleagues were all killed, and these were directives from the chief, the commander-in-chief, the chairman and commander-in-chief of the SPLM-AIO. Now these events continue to develop, and as a result, the IO forces, in the name of the White Army and the NAS Defense Forces, 1, attack and overran Nasir garrison. Number 2, the SPLM-AIO continued to mobilize and preach hate speech, hatred, and tribalism in the name of protection the North land. The North land, which means the land of the Nuer, or the Nuer land. On the 25th of March, on the directives of Dr. Riek Machar as well, the SPLM-IO forces, which were already in the unified forces, attacked their brothers and sisters in those areas. They attacked them, they attacked their colleagues who were trained with them, deployed with them, and they were staying together. They attacked them on the 25th in Tunga, Nyalwag, Wunkur, Wadlel, and Rajaf Training Center. And they took over these areas. They took over these positions. What took place in Rajaf here is very near, and you know what happened in it. They took over these areas, and the forces here for Rajaf, the SSPDF had to move to go and take over Rajaf. They fell in an ambush by these forces, by the SPLM-IO forces, and nevertheless, the SSPDF managed to repulse them and chase them away from the center. For other places, of course, they are still continuing under their occupation, and the SSPDF is progressing, and it is moving towards those centers in order to take them over from them. On the 26th of March, and on the directives of Dr. Riek Machar, the SPLM-IO component at the training centers of Agud-Makur, Panyer, withdrew to unknown destination. This is there is a training center here, which was meant actually to be the training college, where the IO forces, where the national security forces were there, combined forces. Those forces withdrew, and it is not known where they have gone. They don't have arms, but they withdrew with some of the trainers. Some of the trainers who were armed, they withdrew with them to unknown destination. Also, the forces of Panyer also, who were there, they have also withdrawn with their trainers, and it is not known where they have gone to. But they are in South Sudan. Now, with this, based on the same, and the continuation of the contacts with the politicians and the generals of the SPLM-IO, when they realized that this thing is already known, and that some of them were about to be arrested, then these people, General Ye Dak, who is from the National Security, General Wesley Welebe, who is from the SSPDF in the general headquarters here, he was an IO, but he is already integrated, and Minister Pal Mai Deng. These people have disappeared. In addition to that, the person from whom you have been receiving reports and who have been writing all the time, that is the first Deputy Speaker of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly, who is Nathaniel Oyet. They have all disappeared. They are no longer in town. Some of them are here, others are outside the country. Somebody like Nathaniel Oyet, I understand that he's in Uganda at present. These are the people who have left. Based on that, and in order to save